Super stuff. Look forward to speaking to you throughout the afternoon. But let's get the live action underway now. Our first event on the track is the intermediate boys 400-metre hurdles. The athletes are on the start line, so let's head over to your commentators for the day. That's Martin Gillingham. And first of all, good afternoon, Stuart Story.
Well, good afternoon, John. The conditions absolutely superb. It's warm. There's a slight breeze. If anything, it's slightly against the athletes as they come into the home straight. The conditions, though, have got to go down as being pretty good. The sun bright today. We've not had much luck with the weather over the season thus far, but today, well, the weather is fine. There's the start list for the 400 metres hurdles for intermediate boys. Zerouki of London, drawn in lane 1. Sticklings, Kent in 2. Church of Kent in 3. Brown of Lincolnshire in 4. Then Filul of Derbyshire in 5. Walbridge of the Channel Islands in lane 6. Whelans of Durham in lane 7. And then Day of North Yorkshire in lane 8. Well, I guess the favourite here would be Josiah Filul, the Derbyshire athlete, who will be wearing the red and blue, and he's a City of Sheffield club. Got a best of 55.44 this year. He set that in the heat, so he's pretty well on form. Having said that, the championship record is very, very quick at 52.63, but there's the man. Won the Derbyshire Schools this year. Big improver. I mean, last year he was running 58.48, and this year is 4 full seconds faster, so he's maturing fast, and he's got a very good lane in lane 5. And he's got Walbridge outside him, incidentally, who's 56.05, is the second fastest in the field thus far as a personal best set this year. So all of them are developing quite well. And as I say, just looking around, there's not much of a breeze. I'm just looking at the flags down on the home straight. But lane 1, Zerouki, Walid Zerouki of London. They're 58.58 this season. He won the London Schools. He's drawn in lane 1. So pretty tight draw, actually, in lane 1. This is Bailey Sticklings of Kent, and he's got a best of 57.44. He set that in the heats here as well, so he's going well. He won the Kent Schools. There is an athlete in lane 3, Lewis Church. We'll come back to him in a moment. This is Joshua Brown. There he is. There he is, Lewis Church from Kent, Tunbridge Club. He won the Kent Under-17 Championships. There are 2 Kent athletes there. 56.77 is heat time. Personal best set there as well. There's the Lincolnshire lad, Joshua Brown. 56.81. Set that in the heats as well. Was 7th in the English Schools Intermediate last year. Won the Lincolnshire Schools this year, did Joshua Brown. He's got lane 4, and that's Josiah Filul, the fastest man in the field, 55.44, set in the heat, as I said. Big improver this season. He's tall and rangy, and that will assist him when he attempts the stride pattern in this event. This is Sam Walbridge in the 6th lane, Channel Islands, Guernsey Athletics Club. He's the second fastest on paper, 56.05 his personal best set this season. He was 6th last year in the Under-17 and was 2nd in the Hampshire Under-17 Championships this year. So this is Oliver Whelans of Durham from the Chester the Street Club. He's got a best of 57.67. Big improver again, 62.11 last year, so there's a huge improvement, won the Durham Championship. And Sam Day of North Yorkshire and the Middlesbrough Athletics Club, drawn right on the outside. He's the hare, 57.83 right on the outside. Zerouki, Stickings, Church, Brown, Filul, Walbridge, Whelans and Day. The intermediate boys 400 metres hurdles final. Somebody false start. Filul was very slow away, and I just have a feeling that he was slowly away, but I'm not sure that he was responsible for the start, and there is a false start. And it gives me an opportunity to point out that the false start rule here in these championships is the old rule, which means that each of the athletes has an opportunity of a false start, and mainly down to the fact that the schools really, a lot of these youngsters have not had the experience of false starting. Let's see if we can see where that came from. Not easily notified. It could be Walbridge in lane 6. Let's have a look. I'm just looking to see. Well, nothing. No, it's okay. Well, let's just give you the lineup again. Zerouki of London, Sticklings of Kent, Church, Kent, Brown, Lincolnshire. Filul, Derbyshire. Walbridge, Channel Islands. Whelan's, Durham, and Day, North Yorkshire. The final of the intermediate boys 400 metre hurdles. Well, that certainly was a false start by Sam Walbridge in the 6th lane. It's a big false start, and as I said, we're under the old rules, and each of these competitors have got 2 opportunities to false start. This is, as I said, the old rule. But you can see he's absolutely away. Look what 3 inside. Look at him go. There he goes. So this is one of the reasons why in the senior sport the rule has been changed. First it was a yellow card. Oh yes, there is a yellow card. On to lane 6. So let's try again. Zaruki, Sticklings, Church, Brown, Filul, Walbridge, Whelan's, Day. The intermediate boys, 400 metre hurdles final. It's a couple of false starts thus far. There's the favourite. So we'll see if there's any break in the way in which they line up. Right outside Filul, Walbridge has gone off very quickly indeed, and Walbridge and Filul, these 2 leading the field now as they go through 150 towards 200 metres. That's Walbridge. He's gone very quickly, and inside him Filul, these 2 leading the field at the moment, and that's really going with the script at the moment. But Walbridge, remember, he's got a best of 56.05 this season, has gone off very quickly at the moment. And let's see what he's got left. It's very important between 200 and 300 metres to get in contention as they come into the home straight. And this is a very fine run indeed by Walbridge. And this is a big win if he can sustain this. And right inside Filul was the pre-race favourite. Brown is closing him down as well. Well, this is Walbridge coming through for a very good run indeed. Walbridge is going to win this. And Filul in 2nd place and Brown in 3rd. 54.22. And that's a huge improvement. That's almost a full 2 seconds improvement for Sam Walbridge, and that's a big advance in his athletics career. He ran the first 200 metres really well. I thought, has he gone off too quickly? But between 2 and 3, he sustained that pace and had all the strength in the world, the strength endurance and speed endurance down the home straight to prevail here.
Well, it's astonishing because he's run something like 10 metres faster than he's ever run before. He showed a fair degree of inexperience down the, or should I say before the race. He could so easily have been disqualified because we had a faulty start, and he did at least seem in part to be responsible for that. But once he got going, he showed good rhythm down the back straight and also poise up the home straight when he will have been running into a bit of a headwind. But 54.22, compare that with 56.05, it's more than a second and a half. And you have to think when he's capable of knocking those sort of chunks off his lifetime best in one race, he must be capable of going even faster. So there is the champion. We can now hear from him. He's talking to Mark Richardson.
Well, Sam, this morning you woke up as a contender and now you've emerged as a champion. How does that feel?
It feels absolutely amazing. Coming to this competition, I never imagined to win. It was for a whole year I've been sort of aiming possibly for a medal, maybe bronze. But to get the gold, it's absolutely amazing. I'd never expected it.
Now, you really set out your stall early in that race, and fantastic dominance, and you've taken just about 1.5 seconds off your time.
No, really? Well, I knew I needed to get out hard. I knew the wind was going to help me along the back straight, so I went out for it, found myself in the lead, and just did all I could to stay there. Yeah.
And Sam, I love that raw emotion as you crossed the finishing line. What was going through your mind?
Well, coming from Guernsey, don't really have huge competitions. Costs a lot to get away. So this is the biggest stage I've ever competed in. Absolutely amazing.
Well, this stage suits you well. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, good stuff, thank you. Let's get back to the action now and the result of that first 400 metre hurdles for intermediate boys.
Yeah, let's update that. It was a fine performance indeed at 54.21, rounded down look, and Filul of Derby in 2nd place, 54.88, also a personal best for him. Personal best for all the first 3 actually. Joshua Brown, there were a lot of personal bests on that result.